issues with the erosion, deposition, and moving water lab. I want to go over a few things really quick. Now, I get it, the lab was long, it's 38 minutes, the video is. It was on your stream March 31st. You actually need to view it. I go through number 1. The whole idea is you're looking at how it changed the amount of erosion, deposition on the delta, and I told you in the video I would pair a couple months up at a time. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So I need, during that video, I don't care, go with the first video of the gentle slope. Throughout those months, how did the amount of erosion change? How did the amount of deposition on the delta change? So number 1 should be a little lengthy. Number 2, as the velocity of the water changed, how was the process of erosion deposition affected? If you watch the video, if I increase the velocity, what's happening to the erosion? What is happening to the deposition on the delta? I actually walk you through that if you watch the whole video. Number 3, how did the velocity of the particles being transported downstream compare to the velocity of the water that's moving them? Was the sand and pebbles moving faster than the water? Was the sand and the pebbles moving the same speed as the water? Or was the sand and the pebbles moving slower than the water? That's what the question's asking. Watch the video, you will notice. Also, that answer goes back to your streamflow lab. We already taught that one, so you can always go back and look at that data. Number 4, what are the characteristics of the feature that forms at the mouth of the stream? It's not asking you what is the feature that forms at the mouth of the stream. I know it's delta. What do you know about a delta? Is it vertically sorted? Is it horizontally sorted? Is it hilly? Is it flat? What is it? Number 5, in the video, I want to say this one is on the last video, last section of the video. What is the pattern of movement of water that flows over this feature? In your packet that went home with you, you should have had this. All right, it had pictures on the back. One of these 4 is your drainage pattern. In the video, I actually mention what the drainage pattern is. You need to watch the video. Reminder, if it's a drainage pattern over the delta, which one of these do you think you're going to find? Radial, I need a high. Trellis, I need folded rock layers. The delta's not folded, so that's going to either leave me rectangular or dendritic. Rectangular usually has to do with faults, or joints, or cracks. So that kind of narrows it down for you. Related problem I will go over with you. If I was to use clay instead of sand, how would my system change? Clay is smaller sized particles. Smaller sized particles don't take as much velocity to move them. So therefore, I would have more erosion if I use clay. I'd have more erosion, therefore more deposition on the delta. Letter B, if there were several streams flowing into the lake, this goes back to the last lab. Increased volume increases velocity, increased erosion, increased deposition on the delta. Letter D, if the system were allowed to dry up, there is no water at all. The only kind of erosion you would have is from wind. And that'd be the really small size particles of clay and silt and maybe the smallest sand. All right, remember, actually watch the video. It is posted on your Google Classroom stream March 31st. Email me if you still have questions.